Hello guys, Turbo Velchik here, back from another video, and today I have another Beyblade Burst Turbo episode review. Today I have episode 23, Operation Protect the Base Stars. So before we start off this episode, I'm just going to say there will be spoilers in this episode. So if you guys do not like spoilers and you haven't seen the episode, I recommend clicking off. But if you guys really want to see this episode, you can find it on Disney Now in America, Teletoon on Demand in Canada, and the Beyblade Burst official channel on most English countries except for America and Canada that I know of. But anyway, yeah, so let's get into this review. So the episode, it starts off with everyone, they're at the front of the ship, Bay Cruiser, and we find out what the base star countings are, which I've said this in the previous several times, with Ranjiro and Suo and Fubuki. This time, after the previous episode, Fi has 3, Iger, Xavier, Laban, and Kyle have 2, and Fubuki, Suo, and Ranjiro have 1. But anyways, we find out who's going to be going up against who in this episode. And it's Iger versus Laban, Ranjiro versus Xavier, Kyle versus Fi, and Fubuki versus Suo. Anyways, so Iger and Laban are getting hired. Xavier and Ranjiro are also, and then later we get into some training. Well, they're talking about how Kyle is a little bit nervous about Fi, how he destroyed his phone in the previous episode, and then Suo and Fubuki are going up against each other, and then later we get into a training scene of Iger. Achilles flies out of the stadium, and Fubuki catches it. Fubuki offers for some training, but Xavier wanted to go up against Iger, so Fubuki decided to be the ref. Later, Suo comes up when they're watching them training, and then Kyle comes up behind Suo talking about how Suo should do some training since he has 1 base star left, and get on to the Fubuki how he's going to lose. Suo doesn't need training because Fubuki's just going to lose after episode 11, where he ended up defeating Fubuki in the Lunar Cup. But anyways, later we get into some training with Ranjiro. He bursts Tobisuke and Gumita's base, so to get some harder training, Gumita and Tobisuke go and ask Fubuki to train up from Ranjiro. Fubuki just walks off. And anyways, we go back to Ranjiro training, and then Fubuki comes in and tells him about how whenever Xcalius is in breaker mode, the balance will be off due to the metal sword going towards it not being in the middle. Anyways, so the stamina on Xcalius won't be as good, and then it will Ranger should just try and go for an endurance battle. We get into Iger training. Laban is watching Iger and he's getting hyped up. Later we get into Fubuki and not Fubuki, but Ranjiro. He's doing some training, and then he ends up discovering a new move, which we'll get into later in this episode in his battle with Xavier. Anyways, Xavier is doing some training. He breaks some boards in half, and later Suo goes up to Fubuki. Fubuki looks like he just got done training, and then Suo comes right up to him and talks about how he's going to defeat him in the next day. Anyways, so after that, we get into start off with the battles, starting off with Achilles versus Leopard. So the first round, it starts off with Leopard using Howling Bite and then getting a ring out finish on Achilles. Then for the next next 5 battles, the next 5 rounds, it's double burst. Well, on screen it just shows the next 3, and then it's double burst. Anyways, for number 7, it starts off with them getting in, and Achilles and Leopard, they start clashing, and then they both start riding the rails and then start clashing again. And then it's Leopard uses Howling Bite, and then Achilles uses Z-Whip, and then Z-Whip Achilles versus Leopard of Z-Whip. Anyways, we get into the second battle, which is Phoenix versus Kerbeus, where they both clash, and then Phoenix versus Kerbeus. Anyways, Kyle is upset with this. Now he's got 1 base star. We get into Fornius versus Salamander, Fubuki versus Suo. Anyways, so for the first round, it's Salamander goes into defense. Once they launch into the stadium, they both clash. Fubuki uses Ultra Emperor Drift, and then Suo uses Swirling Inferno. They both get a double ring out finish. For the second round, Suo goes into his dark mode, and then he puts Salamander in attack. And this time, Fubuki, he changes his launch, and he makes it just like Shu's Crux boost. Anyways, once they launch into the stadium, Fornius keeps dodging Salamander, and then they both get into their avatars. Fubuki uses Emperor Crash, and then Suo goes into random sword fire and bursts the salamander. Anyways, for the final battle, it's Ranjiro and Rockdor versus Xavier and Wait, but anyways, now Suo, since he lost to Fubuki, Suo gets sent home. Anyways, it's the final battle: Xavier and Excalius versus Ranjiro and Rockdor. Anyways, once they launch into the battle, it starts off with Rockdor taking the center, and we get into Rockdor's Storm, and then which is the new move that Ranjiro we seen it earlier. Anyways, Excalius hits the wall and then goes attacks Rockdor and breaks through Rockdor's Storm. Later, and then anyways, Excalius hit all the parts line up on it, and then Excalius' stamina is running low, and Ranger ends up revealing what he's doing. He's making it into an endurance battle. Anyways, so Rockdor is running away, and then Excalius is starting to lose its balance. Then Excalius rides the rail, and rides one of the rails, and then it uses Pentasaber. Both Excalius and Rockdor are about to clash, and then Excalius uses a Pentasaber and bursted Rockdor. So now Ranjiro is out of the battleship cruise. He's been eliminated. Anyways, he starts getting upset a little bit, and then he tries to cheer up with Yantabisuke and Gamita, saying they're gonna start off with training once they get back to Japan. Anyway, they decided they were going to have a party on Ranjiro again so far. And anyways, they start some battles, and Ranjiro said that they weren't the best of friends when they first met, but then he wants Ranjiro wants Iger to go and win the battleship cruise and beat Vault. Anyways, it's the next morning. Suo tells Fubuki to not lose to anyone else since he lost to Fubuki. He lost to Fubuki, yeah. And anyways, Iger, he ends up sleeping late, waking up late, and then he misses the plane, the helicopter going back to Japan with Ranjiro on it. We find out that Ranjiro didn't really get on the plane, and he goes stayed on the battleship. He was allowed to stay till the cruise is over. Anyways, they want to start training, and then we find out that they've been doing it all day. Previous episode, the rest of the episode, and then that ends it off for episode 22, Three-Way Standoff. So this episode was a pretty good episode. I didn't enjoy it. Not Three-Way Standoff, Operation Protect the Base Stars. But anyways, next time we'll be doing episode 24, Achilles versus Excalius, where we do get another elimination. It's not Achilles nor Excalius, but we do get another elimination in the next episode. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this review, please leave a like, please subscribe, please follow me on social media, which links will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.